Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another solo game playthrough. Today we're going to be playing our solo playthrough of Ayar, Children of the Sun. This is the third in this line with Fabio Lapiano and Ian O'Toole from Osprey. Mandela Fernandez Grandon worked on Sankore with Fabio, but he wasn't on Merv. I do have Merv. We haven't done a playthrough of Merv yet, so I'll probably come back to that relatively soon just to have all three of them on the channel because we've done a playthrough of Sankore. And yeah, so this is the newest one here. And honestly, this might be the lightest one of the three by a decent margin. Ultimately, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving these ARs down these paths and taking one of four actions. And I'll kind of explain this stuff as we get going. So let's go ahead and get started here. We've got the solo opponent. We've got the level 1 because I haven't been able to beat him yet. So we're going to put our little markers here. I don't remember what these are called. They are our step markers. And so we have 4 different step markers, one relating to each of the ARs. And what's going to happen is at the beginning of every round, we're going to place one of our step markers in our grid. We're going to take one of the tombos and place it. We're going to move that AR a set number of spaces based on the spot we place it. Then we're going to place one of our tombos, little houses, in that same path behind that AR and take that action. There are 4 actions. There is the pottery action, which will let us take these pots here, place them under our player board. We'll get, I'll explain that, the scoring and how the point gathering happens. There's weaving, where we take these weaving tiles and place them on our board here. There is terrace farming, which is taking these maze tokens and placing them out here. And then finally there is reed building, which is moving our boat along and building houses out here. The AI will do everything that we do, except they do their boat actions on their player board. And at the beginning of the game, we actually get to do we get to place one Tambo out on the board, and we're going to do that, and the AI is going to do that, and then we'll actually start the game. So we'll get to take that action at a 1 power. And the actions can be taken from 1 to 4. It can be bonused from a different thing, but we'll get into that if it comes up. And yeah, I'll kind of talk about that stuff as we get going. So we need to get started. We are going to start with the first player, and throughout the game, we're going to be doing this moon scoring and the sun scoring, and at the end of the game, whichever point marker of the 2 is lowest is what we're actually going to score. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our tambos from our grid, and you'll see that when we pull it up, it's going to show one of these little markers. That's the strength of the action, and I'll talk about that strength when we take an action, but I need to figure out one of these which tambo I want to take. I think I want to take... So something to consider, and this is something the AI considers, so I think it's a good way to kind of think about the game, is that when the choices are made to what actions the bot will take, they're going to look at these rhymy tiles that are at the 8 spots. So you can see 8 here and 8 here, 8 here and 8 here. These 2 are going to be what it prioritizes in taking actions, and I think that would be something also beneficial to do on our end because we are going to score those up front. And I really like the weaving thing, so I think I'm going to probably go for weaving. So I think let's go ahead and take this here, and we're going to place this on here. So this is a weaving action. So we're going to place our tambo there, which means we're going to be able to take a weaving action at power 1. And when you take a weaving action based on your power, you can either take a 1, a 2, a 3, or 4. And if you have a greater power than 3 or 2, so if you have a 3 or a 4, you can split that up and take a 1 and a 2 or 1 and a 3. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to place this on our board. We can flip this token around. We can do whatever. We're going to place it on our board, and we're going to place it in such a way, and we can kind of place it anywhere so long as it covers 2 of the hexes, but I'm going to start on the left-hand side. And our goal with these are try to match these up and try to get these different sun icons matched up so we can score some sun points. I think for me, we'll just go ahead, and I think based on some of the pieces that are already out, we'll go ahead and just place this like that. And then we'll refill one of those. There are 2 different kinds of 1s, 2 different kinds of 2s, 2 different kinds of 3s, and then there's the same 4s which have the suns on them. So we did that. The AI is going to take a turn. They're going to place out their first tambo, and they're going to look at the 2 and the pottery and weaving are the 2, and pottery has already been taken, or sorry, weaving's already been taken because I've taken that, so they're going to do the pottery action, which means they take one of the pots here, and they will just go for the highest pot they can take, which is going to be this red one. We're going to stick it underneath our board. These move down. This flips over. and we're going to have to replace that there. The way the pottery stuff works is that the strength also can be whichever one you want. I think you can break it up. I believe you can break it up. Let me just double check that. I think the bot just takes the highest one it can. Pottery. Yeah, so if you have a level 3, you can split it. You can take a level 3, or take a 1 or 2. But the bot will. They take the highest quantity of pots compatible with their power. So if they have a choice, they'll choose pots. And then some of them will have these little icons on them. Is it called the Vercocha, which are these icons? They're going to be on some of those. And then if we have a 4 value, you can actually take the back one, and it becomes a wild. And we score based on sets of the same color. So that's how that works. So again, we'll get into all the details of it as the game kind of progresses. But let's go ahead and get started. So we've both done our first action here. The bot has 4 of their step markers in this bag. They have all but the gold one. The gold one is a wild, so we can move any AR with it. And we're going to place that in the bag. Mix that up. These tiles will dictate what they do. We're going to be able to place these out. So I kind of want to place here because it'll give me an action of 2 because I'll remove one of these 2 Tambos. And I think I want to go... this is a 1 movement of an AR, and this is a 2 movement of an AR. And I do probably want to lean into both pottery and weaving before one of those 2 things score. So I think we're going to go ahead and move we're going to take this, and we're going to move this AR 1 space. That's going to expose these 2 spots. I'm going to take this here and place it right there. It means I can take a pot reaction of a 2 value. And I'm going to go ahead and take this red one and stick it under my board like so. Okay, these slide down. And actually, just to kind of show you, we have a little player aid here. So this shows that we're going to place a step marker, move the AR, move our Tambo, perform the action, and then we're going to do some end of turn checks, which we'll talk about when that happens. All right. So the AI, we have this stack of tiles here. We're going to flip this over, and then we're going to draw a step marker from the bag. It's going to tell us how many spaces that AR moves. The power, where X is the round number, and then this down here will be either remove it after that round or place a temple, and we'll get into that when that happens. But we're going to place out, they're going to move the purple AR, they're going to move it 1 space, and then they're going to take an action at level 2, because it's round 1 plus 1. Now, in this particular instance, they only have 1 choice, which is the terrace farming action. But if there's multiple choices, they go for what the what the next Ramey scoring tile is going to score. So that's how they prioritize. But in this case, they only have 1 option. So they're going to go here. They're going to take it at power 2, which they take these maze tiles or these tokens and place them on the board in the lake board. And that's their turn. They're done. So our go now. Again, I probably want to place here because I can open up that square and get some more actions there. And one thing we need to consider is that at the end of the round, one of these ARs will retire and we can no longer move them across the board. So that's going to be dictated by the one that's farthest back. So we're definitely going to want to pay attention to that as the time goes on. So I'm going to go ahead and move this red AR 3 spaces. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take this tile here. This Tambo. I'm going to place this. I think I'm going to place this here to take another pottery action at power 2. Oh, wait a minute. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do something else? Or do I want to do a weaving action? I think they haven't pulled their red AR yet, so let's do a weaving action. So we're going to do the weaving action. So I have a power 2. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to stick that here and make that sun right there. Okay. So let's do the bot. They're gonna do somebody with the power 3. They're gonna do the blue one. So the blue one's gonna move 1 space, and then they're gonna do the river action, or the boat action, or whatever it is, and they're gonna do it at power 3, and they go across their board. So they're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Now when they come in here, whatever the space they land on, the highest value moon space they land on, they're going to take their boat token or their house token and place it onto here. So they're going to place that there. Because 4 was the one they passed. If they land on the 6, we place it on the 6 instead. When they get to some of these spots that have the Viracocha token, is that how you say that? Viracocha token, they'll take it from one of the places adjacent to it. Yeah, when the AI enters one of the sections on the boat track, they place the island from the section of the boat whose moon value matches the value indicated on the highest reach space within that section. So the highest reach space is 4, so they do that. Okay, so that is their go. I'm going to do here or here to remove this and place out one of my temple tiles. Now the question is, which one do I want to do? And I think I'm going to do this here, and we're going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to place that here to do another weaving action at power 2, and we're going to take this tile here, place it down here. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to place it like this. No, like this. Okay, so now we're going to go to the end of turn checks, and one of the things we're going to check for is, can we build a temple? When we uncover a section here, a 4 section, we can build one of these temples. These temples are going to let us do moon scoring at the end of a round, and we're going to have to place this temple on the Ayar track that we just moved that triggered the action. So I'm going to choose one of these and place it on the purple. When the purple Ayar retires, we'll get to score these, and the first player that puts it will get into 6 additional moon points, then 3, then 1. And our moon scoring for the different actions, for example, our moon scoring right now for the weaving action will be 6 because I filled out this column. Our moon scoring for pottery will be 1 because I have one of one color. If I get a second red, it jumps up to 4. A third red, it jumps up to 9. And a fourth red, it'll jump up to 16. So that's what we're going to do there. The moon scoring for the what is this called? I don't want to say the boat. It's like the reed. I keep forgetting the name. For the reed bundling action is going to be based on the different the boats or the houses you have out here. So the AI would score 4 moon points. I have none, but that's the highest one you've reached, gives you the moon points for that. And then the moon scoring for the terrace farming will be these different sections on our board. So when we remove all of a section, we'll get those points. The AI just gets points gradually from uncovering different spots. So I have to choose one of these to place out. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the weaving one because that's going to be what I'm going to score the most with, and that's going to go right there. Okay, the AI is going to take a turn. They're going to move somebody 2 spaces, and they're going to move the blue 1, 2. They're going to look back. Is pottery available? It's not, because these are 3 spots. So then they're going to look and say, okay, if pottery's not available, we're going to go to the next Rhyme scoring, which is this action, the boat action, and they're going to place one of their things there. And they're going to move it spaced 1. And that's their go. All right. So we could line up and take a big action here. Right now, the blue is the farthest back. I think I might want to go here and go 1, 2. And we'll take this off. No, let's take this off. And this is going to go either pottery or here. And I think I'm actually going to do this section. So I get 3 I can remove. I can remove them from any section on my board so long as I remove the leftmost one on one of my sections. I'm actually going to remove these 3. And so I actually will score 1 on the moon score, on the sun scoring, and 4 on the moon scoring. So we bump that up at least if in case that comes up. Okay. They're going to take another action. They're going to move the red one 3 spaces. They're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to look back on this rhymey scoring, which is going to be weaving. So they're going to place that there. And they're going to do it at a power of 1, which I didn't replace. They're going to take that 1 and place it on their board here. They don't care about matching up the sun icons because they just get them by default. And then they're going to place out a scoring tile. So the scoring tile they place out, temple tile they place out, is based on... Let me double check this. I know it's going to go with the red AR, but it's the one. They're going to place a temple at the end of the turn, decide which temple, identify the activity which they would currently score. They have the most moons for. So they right now have the most moons for the this action here, the reed bundling action. That's currently what they have the most moons for, because they have 0 moons for weaving, 0 moons for pottery, 0 moons for the terrace farming, but 4 moons for that one. So they're going to place that there. And finally we have our wild to place out. And I got to think about, because they're going to play one of these on their last turn, so something else will move. So purple's at 4, red's at 7, they're at 4, and they're at 4. So basically, whichever one I choose, there's a good chance that one of the other 2 will end up being the ones that retire. And I think I'm okay with... I don't think I want the blue to retire yet. I think I might be okay with purple. No, do I want purple to retire, or do I want the blue to retire? If there's a tie on the farthest back on their tracks, the one lowest on here retires. So if I don't want blue to retire because I don't want this scored yet, I might try to move up one of these 2, and if blue doesn't move... So I probably want to move purple. So I think that's what we're going to do, is move the purple marker. I'm going to move the purple marker 2 spaces. We're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to take this off. And now I've uncovered a column, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But we're going to place out, and I have a power of 1 here. So I think... that I might just do pottery and take that pot there. Okay. Alright, the AIs are going to take their last turn, so we'll dump the markers back in the bag, and they're going to move somebody 2 spaces. And it's going to be the dark blue, which is the one that I wanted to... Well, that's fine, because the light blue will move. Okay, so they're going to go 1, 2. They're going to take the pottery action at power 2. They can take pottery. At power 2, they're going to take this one, place it on their board. And that is going to be the round. So, oh, I didn't do my thing here, so I forgot to do this. So I get to take a sun scoring of whichever one of these I uncovered, because I've completed this row, or this column. So I do a sun scoring, which means I take my sun marker and I increase it by the value of suns for weaving. And right now I have 1 sun for weaving, so I increase this by 1. This will score at the end of the round. I'm going to stick that there to cover up to say that I did that. Okay, and they've done that. So now we're going to go, so everybody's taking their turns. Now we're going to the night phase. So the night phase is we're going to look at, and an AR is going to retire. The AR farthest back retires, which will be this one because it's the farthest back. So it goes here. Then we're going to look to see who has placed more tokens out on the board here. Whoever does gets the Vakacha marker for that section. What we do with these, we can place it on our board in one of these various sections, but depending on how many are there, some of these things don't activate. So for these ones here, you need 2. And once the second one is placed there, it activates that section, and you can increase your action by 1 power. So there's a potential to make something up to 5. This gives us a free llama, which I'll talk about later. This lets us do some moon scoring. This gets us an additional, this is 1. This is 2 for moon scoring tiles out here. This is 3 to give us +1 sun for sun scoring. This one is 3 for... Placing allows you to move one of your retired steppers to a different slot, making it available for future moon scoring. Okay, and then this one, if you get 6 moon or 6 sun points per one of these markers on our board, and we have 1 right now. So I could work towards that, which I think I might. I feel like that could be a good option for us. So I'm going to go ahead and put my marker there. Okay, so now we've done that. We are going to remove these from the board. So now they're gone. Next, the AR that it retired is going to move across and score, but nobody had anything to score, so that's done. Next, we're going to do our step marker, and so in player order, the AR that retired, we're going to take this and place it on one of these spots here and score the moon points of the section we cover up. So for me, I would score 2 moon points for here. No, I'm going to do it here. I'm going to place it on the farm area, and I'm going to score 4 moon points for that. And that's scored. That's gone for the rest of the game. So I'm going to do that. Or do I want to wait and maybe do it here and just forego anything over here? I think maybe that's what I'll do instead. I won't score the moon token. So I'm going to place that there and not get any points for having any moon tokens there. The AI is going to look and they're going to say, okay, of the one that's retired, or for the one that retired, I'm going to place it where I'm going to score the most moon points. And there's a tie between the boat action and the pottery action. And if there's a tie for the two, they just go from the top of their board down. So they're going to place it over the boating action. They're going to score 4. And then finally, whatever we got on our sundial here, we're going to score that many sun points. And for me, I got 1. So I score a sun point. The AI has gotten 0, so they're not going to have any. But we will take one of their markers and cover up whichever one of these is given them those suns. And we're going to add that to their marker and then score it. So we get 1 sun for everything that's around here except pot or weaving. So we're going to place it over that. That's going to give them 1 on this. And this stays. So as you build this up, you're going to score that again later on. So they're going to also get 1 moon point or 1 sun point. And then I think that's it. So we're going to prepare for the next round. For preparing for the AI, we just removed this tile because it says 1. This gets removed from the game. We shuffle these up. These go into the bag. For us, we stand up our step markers, and these now are blocking spots off, so I have to move them around in different spots in order to take actions elsewhere. They're going to give the first player marker to the AI, and we're going to go into round 2. All right, so let's go to round 2. We'll flip this over. They're going to move somebody. They're going to move the this one space, and then take the action at 2 + 1, so for 3. And they're going to take the pottery action. They can't take a pottery action, so they're going to look at the next marker, which is the river action. So they're going to go there. And they're going to take it at 3. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to place this out on the 8, which is here. And then they're going to take this tile, because they get to take one, and it's like the lowest one or whatever. They're going to take that tile. And then when they take this tile, instead of keeping it, they just turn it into a llama. And the llama is going to give some additional scoring at the end of the game. So we're going to move that off. And I believe that's their turn. They're done. Okay, so Argo now. So we have to figure out where we want to move some stuff in order to do some things here. And I want to get some more stuff weaved. How can I maximize that weave scoring there? 1, 2... there's no weaving action on. No, yes, there is. Let's do that. We're going to go here. And this is an action 4. And we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to have a scoring there. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that one. Because I want to remove a tile. No, this was here. So I don't want to do that one yet. We could... Pottery would... Oh, I have to move these potteries down. Pottery could be interesting. So pottery's going to give me 1 sun. So I don't really feel super compelled by that one. So I don't want to maybe move this guy yet. So I have to move... Whoever I move is going to... I mean, if I can move purple and not trigger the Rhymy scoring. But the other 2 I move is going to happen. So I'm going to probably do that Rhymy scoring, which means I'm going to go ahead and move this. But I got to move this somewhere that I'm going to like maximize my potential here. So we're going to move down. We'll take this one off, but we'll move 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do this tile, which I'll move off just so I don't forget. I'm going to place this on weaving and take a weaving of 2. And I'm going to take this tile here and place that right there. And then we don't have a temple, but we're going to do we're going to do the Rhymy scoring. So for Rhymy scoring, we're going to score our sun points for that particular activity. So for us, our sun points are going to be 2 for weaving, because I've got 2 suns there that I've completed. The AI has 0, so they don't get any. And then if you had at least one, you'll get we'll get a llama. And then this flips over, and we'll score again when the other marker goes past it. And then if you have at least 3 suns, you get to get a llama. So we'll potentially score that another time here shortly. Okay, so AI is going to move. They're going to place a temple out. They're going to move the purple, and they're going to move it 1, 2, 3. They're going to look at the next scoring tile, which is pottery. They're going to take it with a 3 value. So they're going to take this one and this. I'm sorry, they're going to take it with a 2. They're going to take this one. That gets them one of the tiles, which is going to get them a llama. And then they're going to place out a temple on the purple. That temple is going to be for whichever is going to give them the most moon points. And right now it's going to be both pottery and the river. But they've already got the river out, so it's going to be pottery. Yeah. So that's going to go here on purple. Okay. So for us, I want to probably use this one last if I can help it. I'd like to get another. I'd like to get that tile for 4, which would have to be moving this one. So I have to move this. I have to time this up correctly. I don't want to score it yet. Maybe we move this one. We're gonna go here. No. This is tough. Yeah, we're gonna go here. I guess we kind of have to. Well, that's not true. We're gonna go here and take this and go 1, 2. So this scores, and I have a power of 3. And we're going to go ahead and do 3 here. And then we're going to go ahead and do this rhyming scoring. So for me, it's going to be 1 sun. He gets 1 sun, because that's all he's done here. And then we both get a llama. And this flips. Okay. AI goes. Oh, they're going to move. They're going to do something real strong. So they're going to move this one once, which is going to score this one again, which I'm kind of disappointed by. They're going to place out this on somewhere that they're going to score, which would be weaving, but there's not a weaving action on this line. So they look at the next tile, which is the boat action. So they're going to place that there. And they're going to move with a power of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These two both get placed out. This gets placed on 12. And this one gets placed on 20. And then they're going to take this tile and convert it into that. And then we're going to score weaving again. For weaving, I have 2. He has 0, so he gets nothing for the weaving. We can remove this. And then I didn't have at least 3 suns on my weaving, so I did not get a llama for that. Okay, these will go back in the bag, and he has 1 more action. We've got 2 more actions here. So I think I want to set this up to do some stuff. So I can move this guy 1 space. Here, we'll take this off. And I'm going to move 1. And pottery's next for purple. So maybe we do a pottery at 3. And we take this one. And then that comes down and that comes down. Okay, we'll take their last action. It's going to be the dark blue one. They're going to move 2, 1, 2. The next scoring is the river scoring. And they're going to take that action there. And they're going to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. This goes on 24, which is right there. Okay. So the blue AR is on 11, the red one's on 9, and the purple one's on 12. So really, I can kind of choose, do I want the red one to retire? Maybe. I can force some scoring off of it. Okay, we're going to go here. And I'm going to move, the question is, do I want to move the red one or the purple one? If I move the red one, the purple retires. Which could be good. Or I can move the red one, force it to retire, and then maybe try to get my last marker there. Because if I move, or no, whichever one I move, the other one's going to retire. So I got to think about what I want to do here. I think I'm going to move purple. So we're going to move purple 1, 2, 3. So this is going to score. And we're going to place this out. And I get a power of 4 and I get a llama. So we'll come back to that. But I'm going to do it for... Am I going to do pottery? Or do I want to do weaving for 4? If I do weaving at 4, so my pottery is going to get me 2 suns, which will give me the llama, which could be good. But if I take a pottery action now, I can get this one for 3 and this one for 1, which would give me another sun. And then if we moon score them, I'll get a decent amount of moon points. But I kind of want to get some stuff filled out here. So I do think I'm going to take the weaving. I think the weaving is going to benefit me more. So I'm going to take this weaving action. And we have a power of 4 for it. I'm going to take this one, which gets me a sun and one of these tiles. I'm going to place that tile right here. This gets tucked in there. Then we're going to do, I have to place a temple out. So the temple I place out, I'm going to place out the, it's going to go on purple. I'm going to place out that temple on purple. And then I get my llama. And then we do the scoring. So the scoring happens. I have 2 suns. He has 1 sun. And then I will get a llama for having 2 suns. And then this flips over. And we are done with the second round. So second round is over. We'll go back into the night phase stuff. So the NAR is going to retire. This one retires. I have the only one here, so I get to take this token. I'm going to place this token here. It's going to complete. It's going to get me a llama. These get removed. Then we're going to score the AR. So this AR is going to move down here. They're going to get 6 moon points for being in that column, and then they're going to score their boat moon scoring, and their highest marker is at 24. So they're going to get 24 moon points. And then this goes all the way down, and there's no other ones to score there. So then that's done. And then this gets removed. Then we're going to do our step markers. So they get to do their step marker first because they were first player. The AR that got retired is the purple. Oh no, the red AR. So the boat action is going to get them the most moon points, which is 24 right now. So they're going to get another 24. And then for us, we're going to place this out on... For pottery, I'll get 5. I'll get 8 for up here. I think I'm still kind of working on that one, though. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do pot, or I'll get 10 for here. But I'm going to build up this more. So I'll go for right now, I'll go for the farming section, and I'll get myself 8. And then we're going to do dawn. So they're going to cover up whichever one of these is needed them the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like the most on that. This bumps up to 8 for them. So now that this is at 8, they're going to score 8 sun points. And then for us, we're going to score 8 sun points as well, because we have 8. We already have 8 on our dial. Okay. Then we're going to stand up our step markers. We're going to remove the level 2 one from there. I'm going to shuffle these up. Throw these back in the bag. And we're going to be first player. All right, round 3. So I can remove this. That'll get me one of these actions, which will be really nice. Give me something at power 2, which I think I probably want to move him first and then go for that. So we're probably going to go down here and move the blue AR 1, 2. We're going to take that off. This is going to go... I think I want to do weaving again for 3. Oh, I didn't replace this. So we're going to weave again, and we're going to do it for 3. I'm going to take this tile. Or do I want to take these 2? I'll take these 2, actually. So I've got the 1 and 2 I'm taking. I'm going to place that there. I'm going to place that. Like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything else. All right, so the AI is going to go. They're going to move somebody. Oh, he's going to score a bunch off the boat thing if he moves the blue one. And he's moving purple. So purple's going to move 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then they're going to place out their Tambo on the river action, which is here. They're going to move 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to place this on this spot and take this and convert it into a llama. And now they can't go up anymore on this track, so I think they would prioritize the next one because they basically maxed that out. I mean, they're moving the blue one next, which is something I need to pay attention to because it's going to score this. They're going to get themselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 suns. Is it worth me messing with that in any kind of way, shape, or form? I could do a 2 action. And so the way it works for us is when we're moving along here, any space that's covered by another boat we don't pay for. And then if there's a house there, we don't pay for movement on that house. So I can move 1, 2. If I can move 2 spaces and I get a house out here, and that'll at least give me something if I can get that moved off. And I can do it at 2. I mean, I could do it at 3. Keep going. Oh, you know what? He shouldn't have taken this one. He should have taken this one. Sorry. Because he takes the lower one where his stuff's adjacent to it. Okay. Both of them are, and they're both going to score that same thing, so I'm kind of in a bad spot either way. So I think I'm going to move this one. And I'm going to move... here, and I'm going to move this AR twice, so 1, 2, this is going to score. We're going to take this off. I do get this bonus, but we'll come back to that in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and take this action here out of strength 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, I get to go here for free. And then do I go, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we did that. So we've done that. We're going to now, I'm going to go ahead and do my bonus here, which is now to do this action, to score my thing here. So I get 2 sun points for that, for that area, and then we cover that up. And then we're both going to get this. I get 1 for having 1 exposed there. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts his marker at 14, and we both get a camel. This will flip over. Okay. Okay, that's my go. Okay. The AI is going to move the blue one, which we know that he's going to move the blue one. He's going to move it 1 space. The next scoring is pottery. So can he take a pottery action? And he can. He's going to take a pottery action at power 4. So he's going to try to take more than one. Takes those 2 pots. This moves down. This moves down. Okay. Which means he's placing his temple out next. But I don't know who he's going to move it on with. Okay. So I have to move the purple one, which is fine. But we know the boat thing's going to score next. And so do I want to get another thing out? It'll cost me 1 to go there. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that right. It's the boat one is probably the trickiest one for me. So move your boat along the path such that the total power of the steps it enters does not exceed your power. You may retrace steps, but you can only continue. You may only continue from where your boat currently is. When you enter a square slot that you do not have an island, build one of them there from the leftmost part of your player board. When placing islands from the slots, okay. It says entering a space with an island does not cost any power. Entering a space with a boat does not cost any power. Okay. So if I do a boat action, I can go 1, place a thing there, 2, place a thing there, place a thing here. But this is worth 10, so I probably want to break up and go that way. So it'll cost me 4 to get up there, but I can place my other one out and just give me more stuffed boats, because then if this one moves, we're going to score that, and I'd like to get some points off that, so I think I'm going to have to do the boat action. Do I have the... Yeah, I do. Okay, so we're actually going to do this. We're going to go here. I'm going to move him once. We're going to take this tile, or this token. We're going to place this... 16, 18. Okay. Well, this is going to be crazy because unless he moves this one, that one, unless he moves this one, this is retiring to nothing. So we're going to go here, and I'm going to take it with a power of 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, this is free, which I can place 3, 4. And there's no tiles for me to take, unfortunately. But yeah, it does. Let me just make sure I'm not reading that wrong. Again, that's like the trickiest part for me. Yeah, so it doesn't cost any power. And then we'll score the highest number on the island. So our highest number is going to be 10 for that one. But we did move our 4 there. I get myself one of these tiles for clearing that. I'm sorry, for clearing this. Wait, what did I just clear? We just moved purple. So I cleared that off, which gets me a tile. I'm going to place it there. And then I'm going to do one of my temple tiles, and we're going to do the temple tile for here on here. Oh, wait a minute. Did I want to do that? Yeah, that's fine, because it's going to score soon. Okay. Let's do the last one. Nobody placed anything there, so I'm not going to be able to get the marker from there, which is okay. It's fine. Okay. And they're going to place a temple tile out, and they're going to place it on purple. So purple's going to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. This is going to score, which is what I was afraid of. And then this is going to get placed here for them. Oh, that's mine. Sorry. They're going to place one there, but we'll get to that. So they're going to take a power action of the boat action, which they've fulfilled completely. So they go to the next marker, which is the farm action. So they're going to do here, and they're going to do it at power 3. And then they're going to place a temple out. They're going to place a temple out in which they have the most that's left. So with this, they have none. With this one, they have 8. So they're going to place this out on purple. And then we're going to do this scoring here. So for sons, I have 3. 1, 2, 3. They have 6. It bumps them up to 20. And then we both get a llama because we both have at least 2. And then this will flip over and go back. All right, the round is over. So we're going to retire an AR. This one gets retired, so it goes here. Here, they claim the bonus because they have more maze tokens than I do, so they'll get the They'll get this, which becomes a llama. This AR is gonna retire. There's nothing to score there, and then we're gonna do our step marker. So I have pottery and I have weaving. Weaving will get me 15. Pottery will get me 4, 5. I think I can do more weaving, so I think I'm going to move the pottery one. So pottery is going to get me 5, so we're moving this one onto pottery. There. They're going to move on to... They've got weaving and pottery as well. Pottery scores them the most, scores them 12. And then for sun, I get 14. So it goes up to 23. And then for the sun marker, they're going to cover up this, and it's going to give them 2. And they're going to go up 22. Okay. So I'm like really behind. That gets removed. Our AR stand up. I'm not going to bother pulling this out of the bag because there's only one to move. We'll give them the first player marker. And we should be good to go. So my kind of goal right now is I need to be able to put one of these markers onto here on my last turn to get a bunch of points. But I don't have a way to get a marker aside from doing a 4 action with the weaving action. So I've got to figure that part out. But I think we can do it. Okay, so the bot's going to go first. They're going to move 1, 2. And they're going to, for scoring, it's going to be this action. They're going to do it at 5. Okay. For us, 1, 2, 3. We're going to trigger the scoring anyway. Okay, we're going to go here. I'm going to take this and we're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to take this off. We're going to get action of 4. I'm going to do weaving for 4. We're going to take this. We're going to place this here. Get another one of these tiles. Or do I want to do... No, maybe I don't want to do that part yet. Maybe I want to wait till my last turn to do that. So we know we're going to score this. So I want to do this for 4. It'll give me 3 suns. Can I do another weaving? I can do another weaving action. So maybe I do weaving for 4 and then I go for another weaving for 4. Yeah, we're actually going to take the weaving for 4 action. So we're going to do that, and we're going to place that there. We're going to get ourselves one of these tokens. This is going to go... I'll put it here for right now. Don't know if it's going to matter, but we're going to put that there. I did this row, so I get to do my... I get to add 3 to my sundial. And then we're going to cover that up. Okay. Then we're going to score this. So for this, I get 3. I get 2. And he gets 3. And then we both get a llama. I'm not convinced is going to do me a whole lot of favors, but we'll figure it out. Okay. This flips. He moves 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know what happens when we get to the end, so I'll have to look that up. And then he's going to take... I don't know what happened at the end, because the end... Let me see what that end marker is. So that last marker is reaching fertile ground. It says, this score uses the Raimi tiles printed on the board. Each Raimi tile printed on the board, each player chooses 2 different activities and adds the suns from those activities to their dial. So they're probably going to pick... He's going to pick one of the 2 actions that he has the most of. And he's already got the most of this. He's got 3 on here, he's got 1 on here, and he's got 2 on here. So he's probably going to pick this action. I think that would make the most sense and do it at power 4. which is going to give him another llama. I don't know if that's how that works or not, so I'm assuming that's how that would work because that's what he's got the most of. I don't think the book mentions it. Okay. We're now going to go here. I'm going to take this off. Or do I take this off? If I take this off, I get to add 2 more to my scoring. If I do this, I get this tile. So I think I'm going to take this off. And we're going to do it for... I have a power 4 for something. And I think I want to do it for... I think I'm going to do it for weaving. Take... I think I'm going to stick this here. So it's going to give me another one of these. And I unlock another one from that. So I'm going to get 2 of these. The first one's going to go here. And this is going to let me get 2 moon points for each of my temples on the board. So during step 3, getting 2 moon points for each temple you still have on the board. And I have 3 temples, so that's 6 moon points. And then here, I'm going to get 6 moon point or 6 sun points for each of these tiles. So it's going to give me 18. So it's going to put me up to 37. Because I'm at 19 right now. Okay, that was really good. All right. And then we're going to the night phase. So he retires. They will get this token here because they did the most, which gives them this. I'm kind of scared of that. And then this AR is going to retire. So here I get 6 plus my moon points, which is 21. Here he gets 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then his pottery gives him 12. Here I get 1 plus I get another 8. And then here we both will do these. So this one I get my highest one, which is 10. And then they get, for this, they get 28. Oh my gosh. So go back 30, or we'll go back 2 and give them 30. So 93, 130, 113. So they have 113. Now remember, the lowest score is the one that wins, or what you score. So, okay, so we've done that. This one retires. Oh, I have to give myself my 6 for that. So 1, here we go. Okay. All right, next we're going to do our step markers. So this step marker is going to go here. For weaving, they get nothing. For weaving, they're also going to get nothing on that. So that's basically done for them. They're going to get 25 points here. So we're going to go this up to here. For our step marker, we're going to do weaving. Our moon weaving is going to be 21. And then our dawn is 37. So 1, 2, 3, up to 60. Okay. And then I think that goes into final scoring. So for final scoring, these would get cleared, by the way, technically. So for final scoring, just make sure I'm not tripping off this. So we can now use llamas we acquired over the game and add either sun points or moon points. We can divvy them up however we want. Now you have this track here. This is going to add those points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Yeah, I have 8 llamas. I'm going to contribute them all to my sun points. So 8 llamas is worth 24 points. And I'm going to make it all sun points because my moon marker is here. So 24, 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts me at 84 for my lower or the 2. They do the same thing, but they have a different tracker. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 turns into 41 points for them, and they do it the lowest. They do it to where it's going to benefit them the most. So they're going to go 1, 57 to 97. And that's going to be the end of the game. And they beat me 97 to 84. That's my best score, but I still haven't been able to beat the level 1 bot. So take that for what you will. But that should be a quick playthrough of AR. The player boards are asymmetric to some extent. The bonuses are in different. These bonuses are in different spots. These different like sun scoring bonuses. I believe that's the only difference. And then the back of the board, yeah, that's the only. And then the back of the board is the different AI opponents. So like the level 4, if they get 12, that's 78 points. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this dude. And that's probably the closest I've done, but they still kind of trounced me there. So anyway, that's the playthrough of AR. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see a playthrough of Merv, let me know. I can maybe prioritize that over some other stuff. But yeah, the cool thing about this is definitely of the 3, by far, I think of the lightest. I think what you're doing is fairly easy, and how the game plays is very easy, but you have a lot of interesting strategic and tactical choices, I think, that make the game really interesting. So I like this one a lot. I mean, I might like it. I don't know if I like this. I think Merv is my least favorite of the 3, but I think the bots on these ones are really on this and St. Corey, and this one's just lighter, so I feel like it's just... I feel like I can like really start to try to like figure out the systems, because it's not as much of a heavy thing to mess with. And I think I might have also like, I can't help but like like dabble and stuff. And I don't know if that's a good strategy, if I should like focus on 1 or 2 things and max it out, because he maxed this out and he about maxed this out. So I wonder if I could focus on like, I don't know, maxing out this board and this section, or this board and this section. Maybe that would yield me a better result. But every game I've dabbled in everything, so I don't really know kind of what works best. So, but yeah, that's going to be it. I might do another playthrough of this very soon. If you guys want to see a second playthrough, let me know. But anyway, that's going to be AR. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in another one. Bye-bye.